What is up, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. I almost said Armored Core. We are headed to the old hideaway, now dubbed Cid's Legacy. The dust long settled, little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home. It's a soda pop, Rex.
Well, Cid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end.
We'll see about that.
So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Hey, it's Goots. Hello, and Karen.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them?
Uh-oh.
Oh, thanks, Nan.
Death flag on Goots.
Stop
No!
that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
I don't like when people travel with us. It's never a good sign.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Oh, I don't like this. Makes me nervous for all. Every time they go away somewhere, I'm like, fuck, they're gonna die.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
I don't know, sharks in space. Yeah, I retried death flags all around, I think. All right, two things. Well, three things. Rex, the blight is that black land you saw there. It's the land dying, essentially. And it's spreading. So I have two things, though, to say about this that I'm not quite sure of now that I'm looking at it. So one, as we destroy the crystals, is the blight subsiding? You know what I mean? I can't tell. I think it might be, but they're not talking about it going away as we destroy the crystals, because you would think that if in the area the crystal is draining the aether from, when the crystal is destroyed, it should come back. Good night, Kenny. Thanks for hanging out tonight. So I don't know, like, if it is or not. They haven't talked about that yet, and I'm really curious as if it is. I should look at the map at different points in the game and see how it changes, because that would lend credence to destroying the crystals even more then. And what was the other thing I wanted to say? There was another thing. I forget what it is now. I don't know. No, never mind. I guess we'll think about it later. Oh, the whole Phoenix thing about being reborn. One, he doesn't know that Joshua possibly was reborn whenever he died at the Phoenix Gate, if he did die. Two, in our pocket, we have a Phoenix down. Like, it's a feather of the Phoenix. So I have a theory that I don't know. I will see if it happens. That Clive will get killed at some point, and that feather from the Phoenix will revive him, hence being a Phoenix down, and hence being the mechanic in every other Final Fantasy game. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll see, though. There's a plus quest here. I feel like we should go do it, but also I kind of want to do the main story stuff. Let's go pick it up at least. Then we'll go on to the other part of Dhalmekia, which might be where those new hunts are supposed to be at. Well, okay, there's limits to the use of Phoenix Down, obviously, retry. But being that they're not present in this game at all, except for what's in Clive's pocket, I'm wondering if that's going to tie in somehow. All right, so we have 3 quests right here. We'll come back and do those later. I think we can do that. We'll do a whole episode of side quests then. This one has a plus, so it's a mechanic. So I'm wondering if we should do that one now. You know what? No, we'll go to Bocklin. We'll do these later. So we're going to Letney's Cleft, a narrow pass through otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. And maybe we'll find these other hunts here. It's just a quill pen. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Well, now that we know that Torgal was literally Jill's dominance protector, it makes sense.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Let's ride. Chocobo kick!
Time to fight.
Side quest already. Maybe it is time for side quests. All right, really? Oh no, we're okay. So this is how you get to the top road here. Steps of the Forgotten. We haven't went down here yet. That's through this area.
So what do you think? Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Good question.
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out?
Sure.
Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Yeah, I suppose he's right.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Get cart. I feel like they're lying. I feel like they're the bandits. We'll see though. Yeah, Clive does have the look of an outlaw.
Those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait,
It is a little
I
sus.
should probably take...
Look lively, you lot.
Oh, I wonder if they just lied. There was no cart in the first place.
Too slow.
Get countered. Come on, big punch. Desert Gin. I fucked that up, but it's fine. Oh, no, it's not. Got him. Well, they definitely seem like bandits, but the other two dudes might have been working with them.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Ah, there it is.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
They're 100% lying.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
See?
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
I don't know about these guys. I like how the name of the quest is just get cart. All right, I'll be honest with you guys. It's bothering me that I didn't do those side quests back here. We're gonna go back and do them now. This will be the side quest episode before we continue on with the main story, I think. All right, so we got 3 over here and then 1 over where mid was at. Let's go grab mids first because there's a mechanic tied to it.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I mean, because we've done every side quest as they popped up, so like I feel like we need to do these. Yeah, there's 4 this time at one time. Well, 5 including the one we just did. So that's the most we've had at one time so far.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Sure.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief.
All right. Easy
Give me
enough.
a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king.
Bomb king?
They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
All right, easy enough. Weird science. That probably gives us another upgrade to our potions or something. You were thinking I'd make it through the next story arc this stream? If we would have skipped all the side quests, probably. But that mid quest also took a while. I can go this way. So we'll complete these 4 side quests right here, and we'll see where we're at after that. I can't help myself, all right? I'm like that in every game. When side quests pop up, I feel like I need to do them immediately.
Let's give some greens to the Chocobo.
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
All right, first up, about Blackthorn. Cheers for you're helping dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowl lately. So I'm thinking maybe if it weren't just the leathers, what was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. That sounds painful. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Assuming it ain't just the forge from August. Accept.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
It has a plus beside it. New crafting stuff, probably. All right, next up, a bad feeling. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay a visit at the toll. No!
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
The boy is in danger. A bone to pick. Maybe he needs a new bone. And finally, off the record. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. From Gout. Or Goot. Gout. Whatever his name is.
The ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Someone's siphoning money. Hopefully these are short and sweet. All right, first up, Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
Now what?
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah, no. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
We're going there anyway, so it works out.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Thanks.
But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
We need some ice.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
All right, now for Blackthorn's problem.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now?
I don't think so.
Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
And the other one is... Fuck, there's another one there. God damn it. All right. So many quests all of a sudden.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
All right. So we're looking for elder antelopes in Cressida. So we got a bomb king, going to Dalamil to talk to a merchant or a buyer guy, and then antelope slaying. And then something else over here, I guess.
They told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get
Oh,
my
right,
letter?
this.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. I don't want to be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why?
It's a good point.
Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million
each. 5 million.
15 million.
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Whoopsie.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
Holy shit.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean.
That's more, though.
And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
What are they?
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
Please say no.
No.
There it is.
I don't.
All right, easy enough. Delivery quest. All right, Nectar, I need to look for some bombs, buddy. Are you on the hunt for a bomb king, Kupo? If so, I have a billet that might interest you. So he's in the Croc in Sandbreck. We'll do that first. This is Sandbreck Central. We'll just do, yeah, there we go. Where is the Croc? If I was the Croc, where would I be? Damn, where the hell is it? All right. I don't know where this is. What is this? Southern Sandbreck, maybe? No, okay, it just takes you down there then. Well, I don't want to search all of Sandbreck. And before I learned there's a way to show you where the hunts are. We haven't been over there yet. I don't know. Morvent Valley. Cellar path. Oh, this is like... I doubt it's down there. Where the hell would this be at? Shit, there's another one here. No, it's payback. Okay. Honestly, Cookie, yeah, you can tell me where it's at. That's fine. Over by the Imperial Chase. It could be right there, I guess. Oh, I've not been there yet. Okay. So not down there, I assume. Probably somewhere over here then. I didn't realize I needed to be exploring other parts of these areas. My bad.
Let's go.
That was the only thing I was thinking was like right here because it's like not... There's a little bit of fog of war there, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I guess we need to take some time and just run around the map. And like discover all the areas we haven't seen yet.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay, there we go. There it is, the croc. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I never even thought to run down into these areas before. Normally I would have just wandered around, but for the interest of time, that was a helpful tip. Ah, ruins. Valley Matter. Oh God. Here he is. Bomb King. Oh, okay. Many are blocked off when you first explore, and they become slowly more unlocked as the story progresses. That makes sense. Coronation.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Oh, I can't stagger it. That's fine. Oh. Oh God, he has friends. Or he's split. Oh God. Big fireball. Oh, I tried to... That's fine. Go Bomb King.
Let's try.
Almost got him. There we go. Whew. Yeah, those ads get a little scary, especially when they all start exploding. Bomb Ember.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
And the last one.
That should do it.
All right, now let's go over to the Vale. Talk to the dame.
There's talk at the glass gate.
We'll do these deliveries, then we'll go find the antelope for Torgal.
You hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
All right, so Star Ruby, one of the 3 brilliant gemstones acquired and set aside by Cid for a rainy day. Otto now deems that they too have arrived and wishes to use the rubies to pay off 3 outstanding debts to Lady Karen, Martha, and Martha's Rest. Martha of Martha's Rest and Isabel of the Vale. Sorry.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Vale, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Cid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son.
Oh.
But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Oh my god.
Otto had a son.
We didn't know about this.
Long ago. Yes. Cid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Cid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
All right. Well, we learned a little bit more about Otto. Okay. This is why side quests are important in this game. For that little bit of information you get on different characters. Okay, now over to Martha's Rest. Good thing we can teleport. If not, this would take a long time to do. I wonder if everyone teleports or it's just us. Where the hell is the entrance? Oh. Game mechanic? Oh yeah.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto.
Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
Everyone likes Clive.
That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
And there you have it.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
All right, that was good stuff. I mean, we learned a lot about Otto right there, which is good. I guess the bones are right here. We'll just do this now. Then we'll get a Dalamil last. All right, Ambrosia, let's ride.
Yeah.
And we are gonna go down and around. There's a little baby antelope right there. Well, probably full grown, but smaller. Can I jump off this bridge? No. Bees! Casual Minotaur right there.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Alright, it shouldn't be that hard to find. Oh, right there.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
He says, hell yeah, brother. Where's the boss antelope at? Yeah, I don't like that ability. I get you could probably do some crazy combos with it, especially because it pops like that, but not my thing. Tenderizing the meat. Antelope bones, perhaps? No, bloody hide.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Oh, he likes it. Little happy dance.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
They can turn into like a demigod.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Okay, now to Dalamil. Oops, wrong button. Straight to the inn. I forget why we're going here, to be honest with you already, but it's fine.
People take notice of
Oh,
wealthy
the
men.
sword.
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The same Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother
Can't open those. Oh, there we go.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
That didn't go well.
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Okay, I guess.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
All right, let's go kill some bandits. Oh, they're way up there. We'll go right here then. All for new craftable gear. That was the wrong button. We're really far away from our actual main quest destination right now. Almost 1,700 yards. Excuse me, Mr. Scorpion. Wonder if there'll be Chocobo racing in the game at any point. Probably not. Be kind of cool though. We haven't had any mini games yet. Usually there's a couple mini games in Final Fantasy games. I mean, it won't compare to Blitzball, but like still. I don't know, Sharks in Space. Blitzball was awful. Cookie. The slander. I mean, the game was made. It is a Japanese game, correct? But I don't know why it's in yards. As opposed to like meters, you mean? I found some bandits.
Company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
The bed maker, yeah. The innkeeper. Oh, I didn't see the rest of their names. Shit. Wait. Oh, he's dead already. Shit. I want to see their names. I fucked it up. I didn't want to do that, but it's fine. Yeah, we stay in semi-prime mode a long time now with 4 bars. Got him. The big old punch. Most of your meetings are canceled tomorrow. That's nice.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamel.
Your performance reviews next Monday. Yay, more money. Yeah, hopefully, I hope you get a good raise, Cookie, and the review goes well.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What should I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name.
Oh, that's our
indeed.
name from when we were a assassin or whatever.
I appear to be in your debt.
Yeah, they do, Cookie. I
Redeem
agree.
here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does.
Is that a katana?
Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only.
Oh.
They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient.
You have a whetstone? Oh, like for sharpening kitchen knives and stuff?
Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards.
Nice.
The very stone of which I speak.
Oh, convenient.
Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
I hope it's our uncle.
There are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one who I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield.
I knew it.
And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
That's actually really funny.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
That was fun.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, Let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
All right, let's turn all these quests in. To the hideaway. Yes, sir, Cookie. More Diablo on Thursday.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Short of slaying a behemoth or curl, a bison or minotaur or an adamantoise, one would be hard-pressed to find a larger leg bone. If this does not satisfy Torgal's ancestral hunger, chances are nothing will. Yeah, we're gonna keep playing Diablo after we finish the story.
I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
But yeah, so after we finish the story, we have the end game, and then season 1 is starting soon, so we're gonna probably make new characters for season 1 and play adventure mode, which will go a lot faster than the story is. I've bought one giant bone for Dex, and he liked it for a little while, then lost interest in it. He likes like just like a regular like medium-sized bone, like that big. He's good with that.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Eikon's power.
Because he used lightning
Consider
or thunder.
In addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the Eikons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
So Torgal literally is doing the same thing we are, and being in the presence of the other dominance Aether is allowing him to get other abilities possibly. That's really cool. Alright, let's turn these other guys in now. Blackthorn's up next.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
The Sundered Whetstone.
A whetstone? Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Pretty much, Rex.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
Right? I will.
Hopefully we have some right now. Excalibur draft or design draft. Okay. Wonder if that's like an end game sword. Yeah, Excalibur recipe unlocked. That might be the best sword in the game, maybe?
What'd you need? What'd you want?
Alright, well apparently we cannot craft it right now. Yeah, we need a Grimalkin hide. Oh, I know where we're gonna get that at. We're gonna fight a Grimalkin. It's a hunt we have right now.
And?
Nice. We have to find where that hunt's at still, obviously. It was posing some problems before, but it's somewhere in Dalmekia, we know that much.
Wish I could take one of
Alright, now for Weird Science. Another plus quest, so we'll probably get something else unlocked from this.
Alright there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running.
So it's like a water filter then? A better one though. Sometime later.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Maybe it makes
very impressive
liquor. Looks kind of like a still.
This is the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
Ooh.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything.
Oh,
Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
More potions.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Thank you, now my potions will just fall out. Fun fact, the vital step in making acids and medicines in the olden days was making very high proof alcohol. I didn't know that. And we leveled up. Level 36. Nice. And we have we have more storage now. Inventory increased. Hell yeah. So we can hold 6 regular potions, 4 high potions, and 3 of each of the tonics. All right, now let's talk to Gout, whatever his name is, and turn this in.
Might need some help.
And then we can move on to the main story again, I think.
Goat.
Goat,
Still alive,
sorry.
I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
No, it is Cookie.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
God damn it. All right, let's go give Karen this really quick.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Right, 30 minutes later.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you?
Always have been.
Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Who is it?
I hear you ended up
Not the
delivering
dame, I
all
don't think,
3
right?
stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
He does it on the ground?
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used, either out of habit or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day.
Oh, he was a bearer.
And there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Damn. So we didn't know, like, Otto's son being taken away is what spurred the whole movement. That's crazy. Oh, flashback. Here we go.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
Damn, guys. I didn't expect to get so emotional.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
I don't give a fuck who you
Inappropriate. Damn, I was not expecting that side quest to go that deep. That was a lot. Emotional. Alright, so we have Sid's goblet now. According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet, despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. I won't have it said that I'm a poor host. From Sid. Alright, guys. It's probably on the shelf, I'm assuming. But with that, we are going to wrap this episode for YouTube up right here. We went a little bit long this time, but it happens. All the side quests are done now, so we can go to Buckland. So, as always, thank you for watching if you're watching on YouTube, and I will see all of you in the next one. Peace.